There are no shortcuts or hacks that will replace years of consistency under the barbell. Hey everybody, I thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. And honestly, the people who are trying to sell you all these shortcuts and hacks, and I'm not saying some stuff doesn't work better than others. I get people unstuck all the time as a coach. But people who are selling you hacks are usually con men or con women. I mean, the first one that just came to mind, you'll get tons of women who are like, well, this influencer over here I follow, she did all these squats and deadlifts and she didn't have amazing glutes. And then she switched over to this other stuff and her glutes got double the size. No, she got a Brazilian butt lift. Okay. She got plastic surgery and then marketed it as special exercises so that she could make a bunch of money. That's a scam. Okay? And that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about, because the only studies that have compared some of these glute specific exercises to, say, a normal deep full range of motion squat for hypertrophy, not talking muscle activation, not talking EMG studies, we are talking actual measurement of muscle growth. The squats inched out the hip thrust. Okay? I want to be clear, and this was in women who were experienced lifters. These were women who had something like 3+ years of lifting experience, all had a good base. When they were studied and they compared pushing hip, they did hard hip thrusts. It wasn't like they came in and only did 100 pounds. Okay, some of these women, if I remember, were doing hip thrusts with like 300 pounds. Okay, full squats, 6 sets to failure per week, compared to doing 6 sets of hip thrust to 4 to failure per week, produce slightly more glute growth. And that's a perfect example. So when you see this nonsense, well, if this is just this magic exercise, put these hip circles on and then do this, and this will get you the results you haven't been getting. Look what it did for me. I squatted for years. And again, she got plastic surgery. And I've actually seen this happen. That's a perfect example. Or all these guys like, well, if you just do this, this test booster or this, it's going to boost your testosterone way up. You're going to get all these gains. And that's actually, the guy himself has been training for 10 years and probably uses testosterone. Okay? He's not using any of those methods. He's doing what everyone else did. He just trained really hard for 10 years, probably is using real testosterone, and eats a really clean diet with a lot of protein. And then dieted down, got lean, got jacked, and got lean. All right? This is very straightforward. People who are selling you these hacks are conning you. None of this stuff works. It doesn't work. The only thing that works comes in a needle, and I'm going to still recommend you probably don't need to be doing that as a beginner or possibly at all. Okay? There are consequences to those things. But outside of that sort of shortcut, no, you just have to put in time. And this is where good knowledge comes in. Do you know why? Because one of the things that messes people up is burnout and injuries. Like really, what causes people to give up? Because honestly, if you do this for 10 years and you are consistent, you put in good, solid, hard work for 10 years, you're going to get results. And the time is going to pass anyways, but why do people quit? How about they get hurt? All right, they're getting bad information. They're doing stuff that's getting them injured in the gym. Notice the stuff you see me doing here. I'm 47 years old. Any of this look dangerous and does it look like I'm getting hurt? Right? No, we're not doing anything goofy, anything stupid. We have safety arms up on everything. My movements are largely controlled, not using excessive weight, even though, I've done powerlifting and you guys have seen me max out with some pretty big weights in the 600+ pound range on some lifts. Okay? We use safeties. We still use good technique. We don't overtrain. Don't get overuse problems. Don't get hurt. And again, there's a lot of exercises out there that are very prone to overuse, and also people promote them. I'm like, yeah, but, pec tear, shoulder injury stuff can be pretty common with some of these movements. Like dips is a perfect example. Nobody wants to hear me say that. Probably not ideal for your long-term shoulder health. Benching incorrectly, benching with bad form, absolutely destroy your shoulders. Ego lift instead of just doing the stuff correctly. Okay? So getting good information, good programming so you don't burn out, because we want to be able to train hard. But if you're trying to literally go 110% all the time, or you're trying to do 3-hour workouts, you are going to burn out. Your recovery is going to be shot. You're going to have hormonal issues as a result of it. Your motivation, the dopamine, everything in your brain, it will make you burn out. People say, well, how come this guy trained like that? Because he's using enough motivation in a bottle. Come back over to that first point about other hacks. See, the people who do these other things, they need some extra stuff to help do these other things. Nobody's training like those guys who are coming and do tons and tons of force reps and 30 sets of muscle group and triple drop sets and all the time. Training 6 days a week. Nobody's doing that natural successfully. They're the outlier if they are. Okay? So that's also part of good knowledge. Knowing to go at 90%. Go hard, but you don't need to be hitting the red line all the time. Consistency. Consistent hard work. Same thing with dieting. Instead of trying to crash diet, oh, I'm going to lose all this weight so fast, and then you go on binges and you come off your diet. Nice, modest fat loss. Keep protein high, eat a clean diet. Realize getting lean takes time. Losing fat takes time, just like building muscle takes time. You come back over to that consistency. But if you get burned out, you do this extreme method that you can't maintain. That's a problem. Right? That is a problem. We need to have good, solid, hard training that you can stay consistent without getting hurt month after month, year after year. That's how you get results. Same thing with your nutrition. Good quality, balanced nutrition with plenty of protein, whole foods, consistency. Right? It's not about supplements. It's not about this biohack. It's not about this specific magical piece of equipment, this booty band, occlusion training, all this nonsense. All right? None of this is necessary. None of it's ever been necessary. Good, solid, intelligent, hard work and consistency. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.